Like one. Bam! Good morning. Hi. Happy Sunday. You know what I'm excited about? I actually see a little sunshine on some of the cameras this morning. Yay for us! It's nice to get a little sun. And the radar is quiet after another round of torrential rainfall yesterday. Some areas in the month of May, including the Huntsville International Airport, have picked up 3.47 inches. Some areas over 4 inches of rain. And I once again hit another crazy torrential downpour driving on 72 yesterday. But this time, instead of getting in Aspel, I got it when I got to east of pretty much Gurley, west of Woodville. But anyway, there was some heavy rain yesterday, some gusty winds. Just another day of more rain. But today we get a little bit of a break from the rain. Not completely out of the woods, but mainly dry conditions, which will be good. Hi, Vacation Valerie. Good morning. Beautiful morning. It is. For those of you that have some sun, it's really nice. For those of you still socked in with fog, it's really gloomy. But if you get a little bit of sunshine this morning, enjoy, because the clouds are going to build back in this afternoon, and there's a little spot shower chance in the afternoon. And I'll explain why that's going to happen coming up here once I cycle through some graphics. So, Alyssa, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good morning. Alyssa, I hope I'm saying that right. If I mess up your first name, yell at me. If I mess up your last name, I say this all the time, I don't pronounce my last name correct, so don't worry about it. But the first name I'll try to get right. Oh boy. Nikia, am I saying that right? Nikia, good morning to you. Thank you for saying hi. Again, if I'm saying this wrong, yell at me. I don't care. I won't hurt my feelings. Here's your temperatures, everybody. 50s, cool outside right now. Cool day. Before I even go into the clouds, before I even go into the rainfall, and before I go into anything else about your forecast, kind of chilly sweatshirt weather today, especially when the clouds roll in the afternoon and you're sitting at 62 with a northwest wind at 10 miles an hour. It's going to feel like 50s. Brr. Kind of chilly stuff. Waking up this morning, it was cool, right? Let me take these full. CTV1, fade. Ha! I love it. All right, there's your temperatures, everybody. There's your visibility. Oops, I turned my mic off by accident. Sorry, bad habit. Visibility is actually up to 10 miles. We had zeros this morning, so we've come a long way since I walked in this building back at 3:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So that's a good. And in Guntersville, I couldn't see anything this morning on this camera. It was fogged in. Now I see a little cloud cover, and I can see the water, and that means that conditions are improving. Have a little sunshine in Huntsville. Look at us go. 54 degrees after beautiful sunrises this morning. We have some sun, a little sun in the shoals, filtered by some clouds. Temperature sitting at 55. Bill Beck, I see you on. Good morning, my good friend. A lot of rain again. Not so much for the shoals, though. I'll talk about that here in a second. But Decatur, look at that sun. Look at that. Put the sunglasses back on. I know you got them somewhere. It's all good. So my good buddy Bill Beck out in northwest Alabama, the Shoals area. You, Bill Beck, have not had as much rain as everybody else. In fact, at the airport, Northwest Alabama Regional Airport, 1.36 in the month of May, compared to the 3.47 in Huntsville. Decatur at Pryor has had 2.36. But I can tell you right now, on 72 somewhere in Woodville, if there was somebody that had a rain gauge, I bet you there's been about 5 or 6 inches there, because I hit that heavy rain 2 days in a row on Friday and Saturday. So the rainfall, that little blue line you see on the graphic is a cold front. The red is a warm front. The purple is an occluded front. And a occluded front usually comes with like some kind of low pressure that doesn't want to move very quickly, okay? So the cold front moved through yesterday, sparked another round of showers and storms. Notice how everything is shifted to the east. So it's along the east coast. But notice that little area around the low pressure. See how it's wrapping around there on the satellite and radar imagery? That low pressure is what we call it's a cutoff low or an upper level low that's not going to move much. It swings the cold front like a pendulum up the coast, but the low pressure in doing so actually retrogrades back to the west. So what that means for you is it throws cloud cover back into our area as it gets closer to the area this afternoon. It's like the disease that keeps coming back. It's like the relatives that won't leave your house. It's this low pressure, and all it wants to do is come right on back to the Tennessee Valley because it loves it so much. So as we progress, I put the arrow pointing to where Huntsville is and where the Tennessee Valley is. The low pressure is to our north. I just showed you that, right? So watch what happens. We go from 9 a.m. to noon. See how those showers are starting to work back south again? Yuck, we don't want that, right? Boom, look at the low pressure continuing to move back. See the little spotty green things there near Huntsville? Those are little light showers. It's not the torrential downpours we had Friday and Saturday, but there's still some spotty showers out there. And it looks like we could maybe get into a little bit of rain, but I think it's just the clouds that will be the biggest bummer because whatever sun we have out there now will probably go away. So, I missed a whole bunch of comments. Wow, I'm terrible. Those of you who do not know Vacation Valerie or Valerie Kirby Carey, she says hi to everybody because she's awesome. She's the hostess with the mostest. She is wonderful. Say hi back. Vacation Valerie, tell me there's some nice sunshine in Hazel Green. Angela, April showers still lingering. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, how about April showers turning into May downpours? Not flowers, right? Yuck. Boy, did we have storms yesterday and started as Boaz. Lost power twice. Yeah, not really severe storms, just a lot of loudness, brightness, rainfall, wind-wise, and that's what they were. But still, anybody who has a power outage or if you have thunderstorm anxiety, yeah, it was the real deal again, 3 days in a row now. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, though Thursday didn't really play out as much as it could have. We got very lucky. Christine Tinker from beautiful Bryant, good to see you on. Bill Beck, let's keep the rain away. We've had enough. Yeah, we have had a lot. Vacation Valerie, 2 inches of rain at my house in Hazel Green, according to my brand new rain gauge. You rock. So back to the graphic, next weather maker. We go into tonight. I'm going to fast forward this. See, there's still a few little spotty showers at 5 o'clock. Look where the low is. It's getting closer and closer, right? That keeps the clouds around. That keeps a spotty shower chance in. So you're through the day. Focus temperatures, 60s, burr, cold. A lot of clouds in the afternoon after some morning sunshine and a spotty shower chance. If you're one of those locations, especially like in Fayetteville, where you get a light shower around 2 o'clock, your temperature's 61, and the wind's coming out of the northwest at 10, that's going to be literally miserable in the afternoon for you. If you're one of those locations that don't have the rain, maybe you keep the sunshine a little longer than everybody else, you might actually think it's a pretty good day. So it just depends on location. I will say this, the higher chance of one of those spotty little light rain showers will be north of the Tennessee River. Partly cloudy and cool tonight. We're in the 40s. And your 10-day forecast, which I'll leave up there for a little bit, because my good buddy Stan Barbie is on, and he says, good morning, Jeff. Sunday morning. I had 0.92 yesterday, and he's up to 3.97 inches for May the 4th be with you. I don't know anything about Star Wars, my friend, but I do know May the 4th be with you. I know who R2-D2 is, and I heard about like this BB-8 thing. I don't know. I don't watch them, so I don't know. They were helping me out on air this morning. Claudia and Matthew are big Star Wars fans. Jeff Desnoyers is not, so it was fun. It was good times. Good times. I learned so much today. Vacation Valley. Hi, Kaylee. Good to see you. Good morning from Albertville. Hi, Kaylee. Hope all is well. Good to see you on. And Angela said, relatives that won't leave your house. That's a good one. I don't know where's my friend that calls me the big cheddar? Because Jeff is cheesy. Yes, he is. All right, there's your 10-day forecast, everybody, all right? So I put the 20% in for today for that spot shower, CYB forecast. I call it the cover your butt forecast. Spot shower, 20% will cover that. Temperature 64, probably more of the headline. Monday and Tuesday looks pretty good. Maybe even a little cloud cover at times on Sunday, but Tuesday looks good. 70s, back to where we should be. And the overnight low Monday night will be a bit chilly. Now, more rain comes in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, I'm just going to say this real quick. Tuesday night into Wednesday, that looks pretty solid, and we could probably bring that percent up for Wednesday. But today is only Sunday, so give it some time. I know there's rain icons in there all the way from Wednesday to Monday, but I don't think it's going to rain the entire time. In fact, if you look at some of the forecast model runs this morning, in particular the GFS, for whatever it's worth, actually keeps the rain south of our area Thursday and Friday. If that's the case, we stay dry and the beaches get wet, and we could take that percent out for Thursday and Friday. Next weekend on Saturday and Sunday is a long way away. But even Saturday, it may be wet, but Sunday doesn't look all that bad now. So give it some time. We'll iron out the timing of the forecast and probably be able to take and add, subtract a little bit of these rain chances and get a better idea of exactly how it's going to play out. But there's not just one system. There's multiple systems and multiple chances for rain. So it makes it tricky to time that out this far out. But we can say there's a chance each day, and then we get closer to that day, we can pull a little out or we can add a little in. It depends on how it's setting up. Vacation Valley says it was a little chilly at the house when I woke up this morning. It was a little chilly. I came into work and, well, first off, I couldn't even see my truck when I got out of the house this morning because it was so foggy at my house. Like, it was crazy fog. Like, coming down Pulaski Pike, I couldn't even see. Like, it was bad. Visibility was definitely near zero. But it was chilly. It was like 49 at my house. I have a little gauge. My rain gauge broke, but my temperature gauge still works. It was 49 today at my house this morning. But yeah, I'm happy that the fog burned off quickly. We had a dense fog advisory up until 9 o'clock. I don't even know if it's still in. I don't know. Let me find out. Hang on a second. Let me just see. I don't think we have it. It should be. It's still there. So we still have a dense fog advisory till 9 o'clock. So it goes for another half hour. But most locations are actually reporting good visibility now. So it's not like it was before. It was really bad this morning. But like waking up this morning, cool and foggy and damp. And then there was other areas waking up with this beautiful, glorious sunshine. And it was like crazy how it worked out. Lisa, keeping all my Tennessee Valley friends and family in prayers. Y'all definitely do not need more rain. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. It's very kind of you to do that. We appreciate that. Yeah. A little soggy here lately. Yeah, a little soggy. A little soggy. Very kind of you, though. Hi, Y. Good morning. Have a blessed day. Y. Dickerson, good to see you on. If you are an eyeball, and I can see how many eyeballs are on here, don't you be trying to hide. I got you. You can say hi. Just don't say anything mean to me. It makes me cry. Other than that, I'm good. But I won't really cry, though. I'm just kidding. It's all good. I hope everybody enjoys the day today. I know it's a little tricky with the clouds and the cool temperatures, and everyone's like, can we warm it up? Monday and Tuesday look great. I have a very weird schedule this week coming up, so I'm actually off Monday and Tuesday. I don't even know. I'm not even sure of like my schedule every week. I have to look all the time. I have Monday and Tuesday off, and then I'm back Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm actually filling in at nights this weekend, so very weird schedule. Eddie, surprised they ain't talking about Mississippi. Ain't talking about Mississippi or Memphis. I love that. Love it. I ain't talking about Mississippi or Memphis. Unless the storms are coming that way and they're coming towards us. Then I talk about Memphis and I talk about Mississippi. But I don't have to talk about Memphis and Mississippi this morning because there's nothing coming our way. Go figure. But I bet you if there was a thunderstorm in Memphis and it was headed our way, I'd probably be talking about it since that's a good source of where our weather usually comes from. Bill Beck, college kids move out of the dorms this week. Oh, do they really? Move out this week and they're going to have to dodge rain showers on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? Nothing worse than moving in the rain. Ugh, gross. Gross. All right, let me cycle back for a minute. I'm not done talking about this. All right, I'm not going to talk about Memphis or Mississippi, but I do have an arrow over there, Eddie. So don't get upset about that. But the blue arrow is pointing to the Tennessee Valley, and that is at 9 a.m. See how we got some clouds coming back our way? For those of you just coming in because the eyeballs went back up again. There's a big area of low pressure to our north. It's spinning back our way, cut off low, upper level low. And it's still little spotty green dots right there across the Tennessee Valley where that arrow is. That is where we could have a few isolated showers today. It's not going to be a tremendous amount of rain. And then the low pressure hangs out, keeps the clouds around until tomorrow when it starts to move away. So there's your forecast for today. Chilly, low to mid 60s. A lot of clouds in the afternoon, spot shower. And tonight, partly cloudy, cool. We're in the 40s. And then your 10-day forecast gets a little brighter for Monday, a little brighter for Tuesday, and then turn the faucet back on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But as I mentioned moments ago, just looking at the 10-day forecast does not tell you the entire story because there'll probably be times when it's not raining. And as we get closer to those days, we can give you a little bit better idea of what to expect. All right, I'm caught up on comments. It is 8:35. I hope that you have awesome plans to be outside. I know the Strawberry Festival in Moulton, it still worked yesterday because they had some people who had to, there was some vendors that had to go inside, but there was other vendors that could stay outside. And I guess it worked out really, really well. Porch Fest and 5 Points. I saw everybody playing. They were selling lemonade. The little girl made $26. We did we did a story this morning on it. And so that worked out well. I thought somebody came in here and was asking about the Porch Fest like forecast yesterday. And I could have sworn she said it started at 11 a.m. and noon. So I was like, yeah, it's going to rain. But if I had known it was starting in the afternoon and evening, I would have probably told her it would have been just fine. But she told me it started at noon, I think. And I was like, yeah, it's going to rain then. But when the rain got out of here fast enough and then moved off to the east. So, but yeah, it seemed like it was good. Hi, Stan Barbie. Bye, Stan Barbie. Are you leaving? You singing today, buddy? Are you singing at the church? Or are you just, what's your Sunday look like, my friend? I feel like I don't get to talk to you as much as you. I got to message you. I got to message you again. I always like chatting with you, my friend. Have a good day, Stan, though. Good seeing you on, as always. But, I don't know. If we do get all that rain Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and all that comes to fruition right there, we would be through the first half of the month of May. And there'd be some areas that could probably be up to like 10, 12 inches of rain. Could be that serious. I don't know, though. I think we'll catch a break on Thursday and Friday. We'll see how it goes. I sure hope so. I'm feeling it nights. I don't want to have to deal with it. I just hope it just stays dry the whole week. But it's not going to, most likely. So the schedule for this week ahead, I think it's Eric morning, Monday, Tuesday, Brad Monday night and Tuesday night, and then Eric Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning, Jeff Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, and then Eric's working a very weird weekend shift next weekend. I work Saturday morning. He works Saturday night. He's like, I haven't done a night shift in ages. I said, well, have fun with that, my friend. Because he's doing me a favor so I can actually go to an event outside of work on Saturday afternoon. So I made it up to him by telling him I would work Sunday morning and Sunday night. So we got it covered. Good to go. And that takes us through the weekend. So we should be all set. Hopefully we don't have to worry about any kind of severe weather. The setup's not really there next week for it. Looks like more like rain, but we had some wind this week on Friday and with some wind on Saturday. But remember, loud and bright is not a severe thunderstorm warning, but it's still scary for people who don't like thunderstorms. But the sound of the thunderstorm being loud and shaking your house and the lightning being dangerously cloud to ground lightning is not a criteria for severe weather. So the only thing that can spark a severe thunderstorm warning is if it's large hail, 1 inch diameter and hail or more, and then winds over 58 and then a tornado threat, of course. But those are only three things. So if it's loud, bright, and pouring rain, it's not a severe thunderstorm. But boy, it can still pack a punch of scaring people, right? So that's what we had yesterday. Vacation Valerie, nights I can deal with better. My schedule, when I work nights and I have to switch to nights, and then I have nights actually next Monday and Tuesday on top of it, by the time I get to the time when I have to go back to mornings the following Friday, I'm a zombie for like at least that one shift. There's no way I can adjust. Like, I don't think people understand, like when you work mornings here and you have to be here at like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, how different of a schedule it is. And then like some of the people like when Claudia and Matthew work on the weekends, they have to be here at midnight. It's crazy. Like, it's a totally different schedule. It's like third shift, but on steroids. Lisa, thanks for the updates and dedication, Jeff. Hope you and your family enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Well, I appreciate that, Lisa, and I hope you have a fantastic Sunday, too. And we appreciate the prayers in Tennessee Valley, too. That was very nice of you, and I appreciate that. All positive energy right there. I love that. Positive vibes. Hashtag positive vibes. Good stuff. What's also good stuff is Jeff getting on out of here because I got stuff to do. I'm actually going to be going to Jackson County today. I am not going there anything weather-related wise. I'm going out there just to hang out because I love Jackson County so much. As for the storms yesterday, there was some storm damage in Rosalie. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole on what caused that damage because I think if they go out and do a survey, it's probably going to be wind damage most likely. But I think they might go out on Monday and do a survey. But I don't want to get into it. The National Weather Service will determine what they determine. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes. And there was some damage at the Rosalie Fire Department with a flagpole down. But there were a lot of reports out there that the Rosalie Fire Department had said that there was the tornado did it. And then the Rosalie Fire Department came out and said, no, we never said that. And then there was a picture flying around social media that wasn't a real picture. And it was just a bad game of telephone is what I think. But we'll see what happens. Vacation Valerie says, yesterday's storm lasted forever in HG. There's water everywhere. I know because I'm driving around trying to get good pictures of sunset. Yeah, and Hazel Green doesn't drain. Either does New Hope. Like, it's just soggy wet. And that's what most yards are. My backyard in Northwest Huntsville is like that. The dogs go outside, they're moving through the water and the mud. They're so tired of it. They're done. The little paws get all muddy now, and they don't like it. But we've had a tremendous amount of rain. I will say this, and I've said this many times, and people can get mad at me, I'm sure. But you got to hit on the rain in April and May, because come July and August, if we don't have enough rain, we end up talking drought. In the last couple of years, we have been a little thin on the rainfall in April and May. We've had some severe storms, but a little thin on the rain. That's not the case right now. We're doing okay. We could probably turn the faucet off now, and we would be all right. But you got to hit the rain when you can now, because the dog days of summer, unless you get one of those rogue thunderstorms in the middle of nowhere, you could go 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42 days without rain, and then all of a sudden you're parched and you're thirsty and you need some rainfall, right? We do. Vacation Valley, you know I'm up in Hazel Green all the time. I love the houses up in Hazel Green. And, yeah, they hold water. They do. Very muddy when it rains. Hazel Green, Newmarket a bit, definitely Tony, New Hope, parts of Owens Crossroads. A lot of clay here. Doesn't drain well. Lauren says, we better have lots of blooming flowers considering all the April rain. I totally agree with you, Lauren. I 100% support that. I can tell you this. All my stuff in the garden with all the rain the last couple of days is like, bloop. My rose bushes look tired. I have this green thing on the corner by the fence. I don't even know what it is. I planted it like 2 years ago and it blossomed and it's all like falling over because it's so wet. But a couple dry days with some sunshine, and it's going to be like, the gardens are going to go ballistic. So all the weeds in the garden too, and I'll have to go out there and weed. But still, I mean, the rose bushes were already on fire, and now I just got to think that with more rain, you might be able to deadhead those rose bushes and get another cycle. It's been so good. I mean, it could be really epic. Christine Tinker says, good morning. Christine Tinker, good morning to you, beautiful Brian. Everybody say hi to Christine. She's pretty awesome. All right, I got to go. I got to go. Everybody have a fantastic Sunday. Brad will be in tonight. He'll have the very latest for you. Eric Burke back tomorrow morning. Everybody have a fantastic Sunday. And if you have some sunshine right now, good for you. Live it up. Enjoy it before the clouds come back.